Okay, someone walked by and fucked me up, and then someone called and fucked me up. I'm just making these last couple videos. Um, my computer's done, my cell phones are done. This is my last camera phone that once I'm done with this, I'll get rid of it. It's just the funniest thing happened. I was working on my uncle's car, and I had the computer on the ground and my cell phone sitting on top of it, and somehow the car just started rolling, and it rolled right over my computer and my phone, totally destroyed it, broke it into a zillion pieces. And then on top of that, I put it into a metal canister to make sure that it was safe. I was worried about the battery leaking, and wouldn't you know it, a car battery fell on top of it and leaked battery acid all over into the container overnight. So the computer and the phone is totally destroyed. Had to get a new phone, had to get a new computer. I haven't gotten a computer yet, but I will. But it just depends on what happens. Depends on what happens with the tracking, because that's what I'm making these last couple of videos about, is the tracking. So I'm being... So anyways, so I'm being tracked. And I was saying in the last video that I was trying to get through is, if you go back to the Candace Owens series, you'll notice that I talk a little bit about the black SUV. It's a black Cadillac SUV with windows so dark they won't even know your name. And that dude was following me that long ago, so that was already over a year ago, and I knew he was following me. And I called them out on YouTube, and that's what I usually do. When I call them out on YouTube, they change vehicles, but it doesn't stop them. So what I've been doing for the last week is I've been following the followers. So they had the old guy. He's about 65 years old, and I'm working on something while I'm talking. He was the one driving that Cadillac. Now he has for the last year or so now, since then, he's had a two-tone Subaru. And something really that I'm checking into that's pretty incredible if it turns out to be what I think it is, but they actually bought a little spot of land off of one of my friend's houses, right off the main road of one of my friend's homes, and they sit there in that lot. So I don't know who bought it, but somebody bought it and paved it. So I'm going to look into that. Give me something to do while I'm bored. I can't do nothing on the internet anymore. It's just useless. So the place that I'm moving to does not have internet, so it's kind of perfect. I cannot give my phone number out to anybody anymore, because obviously they track my phone every time I do. I tried helping some people out on YouTube. I don't know if they really needed my help or if they were just part of the agency. I don't know. So then we got, so we had that going on. And then, so then we had the silver truck. The silver truck is a young kid, maybe 25, 30 years old, maybe 30. I call him young kid because I'm older than him. So we had him in that silver truck. I don't know if he's driving any of the other vehicles, because that's the only one I saw him on, and I've got a video of him. I got them all on video now. What I'm doing is I'm tracking them back. I'm tracking back their plate numbers so that I know who they belong to. So one of them is all three of them are agencies, and one of them is, two of them are, I don't know if I should say. Anyways, two of them are agencies, and the third one, and two of them know about each other. The third one that's following me, he doesn't even know about the other two that are following me. And he's with and he's an insurance investigator. So I don't know, he's probably freelancing, I guess, or something. And he's an insurance investigator, that guy. And so I got everything I need to know. I'm not going to go too crazy with tracking them down and stuff, but I'm just monitoring them following me. So then they got the two-tone. I haven't seen the Cadillac around in a long time, but the two-tone Subaru, pretty much every other day for the last year, I see him sitting on the side of the road, or somewhere in my vicinity. So he's got called out. So now what he did was he jumped over to a little red compact type of car, and I got him the other night. So I got his plate number and stuff and tracking him now, and then because I didn't before, and then the young kid, and then the other one is in another, because there's 3 guys, 6 vehicles so far this year, and that's shit. I don't know if this is gonna even work now. What am I aimed at here? Yeah, the EMNC is good. So yep, all the imagery there for you to extract. Okay, so the little red compact, then you got the two-tone Subaru, you got the Cadillac, you got the silver truck. That was the other one. So anyways, what I've been doing is I've been setting my camera up. You'll probably see it, these last couple videos. I'll probably have some videos of it just to show you that I'm not fucking around. So what I do is I've got I don't even want to say too much, but anyways, I got them on video tracking me, following me around and everything like that. So the other guy, he's a cleaning van. That was the other one. He's got a cleaning van, brand new stickers, brand new lettering and everything like that, but he's an agent. And then the phone numbers they were tracking me from, again, they call from tracking numbers, and sometimes they call from other numbers. I wanted to mention too, for anybody else that's going through anything like this, you might as well shut down your internet and don't use it anymore, because they got you every which way, any internet. Even me with this phone, I'm not gonna I'll upload the videos at somebody's house that I know, but I'm not going to be able to, you can't stay in the location, because location finder's on when your camera, even right now when I'm making videos, my location has to be on. It's a mandatory thing. They make it mandatory, so the same officials that are doing this, they have control of all that. So I wanted to mention Spectrum Internet Service. Their agents, the entire company, either that or they allow agents to use their company as a front to run their official government agency, because they're also part of it. So Spectrum, because when they call from that number, then what happens is it goes, you call it back, and then it goes to a Spectrum phone line, you know what I mean? So that was one thing. And the other numbers, I'll mention this one as a tip. A lot of the numbers that they use for tracking are double digits. So if you see, I don't know, like 803-22977, it doesn't mean that it is an agent, but it's possible. The other thing is computer slowdowns, big time computer slowdowns and computer fuckage. And when you restart and start your computer, you see all these extra black boxes come up. When you first restart, watch your computer when it restarts, and you'll see like 5 or 6 of those extra little black boxes, and it's just a flash. They just flash through. You never get to see what they are, or none of that, no matter how much you clean your computer, no matter what you do. And then I mentioned it on another video, the technology's changed over the years, and they have not told you, they have not updated the public. So they have cameras, even, I don't know about my cell phone like this one here, I'm not sure, maybe, but I know that they can camera lens the pixels of our computer screens. They can, and televisions and whatever. They know how to do it now. The technology's there. I've seen them. I've seen the cameras pop up on my screen, and it's just a tiny little circle inside of a tiny little square pixel, and then they have 4 hooks that are at all 4 corners of the square, these little hooks. I don't know why they do it that way, but that's the way it is. So they can put the cameras on, so assuming they can put the cameras on, I'm sure they can put the microphones on as well anytime they want. So another little pointer, the reason why these new phones don't have removable batteries is because even if your camera phones are dead, they still have a little bit of energy left in them to track your cell phone. So even if you like do a YouTube video and they want to find you or look for you or whatever, it's easy enough for them to do, because they'll just do it that way, you know. So they got you every which way. So in other words, you got to get off the grid. Getting off the grid's not that easy. The cash is going away. So being on the grid, everything's going to be done on a card now and all that kind of shit, and computerized. All right, I'm gonna take a little run up here. Hold on a minute. Okay. So that's what I'm doing today. Anyways, I'm tracking the trackers. And this will probably be my last day for it. I'm satisfied. I got all 3 of these guys, 6 vehicles, 3 guys following me. Like I said, 3 different agencies, and 2 of them, like I said, are working more or less together. One of them will wait up one area, and then if one gets found out, I follow them, and then the next thing you know, I'm passing another one. So I know I won't see the cleaning van anymore. Cleaning van was a chimney cleaning van, like that type of thing, cleaning soot, that kind of cleaning van. I'm not going to give plate numbers for all of them on my internet, on my YouTube channel or nothing like that. It's unnecessary. But I will show you the videos of the vehicles as they drive by, because I've got cameras hidden all over the place. Same camera, I just hide it in different places, and then I catch them following me. So I just want that to be on the record that they've been following me, for how long they've been following me and that kind of shit. Because whatever they're going to try nailing me on, I mean, who the fuck knows? Who the fuck knows? But like I said in other videos, they certainly can't come out and say, "Oh, this guy's on YouTube showing people the true creator." You know, they can't do that. So they have to find something else to fuck with me on. Who knows what? I'm not gonna, like I said before, I don't want to give anybody any ideas. You can imagine, as tyrannic as this fucking government has gotten, what they're going to be doing, you know. And it's the same thing I'm saying about being tracked and followed now. This is the same thing that China does. It's the same shit. You know, they track you electronically, and if you are, now that all the baby boomers are timing out, they kill off a lot of baby boomers with I can't talk about it because my videos will get shut down, but you know how they did it, and you know how they're continuing to do it. The financial end of things is a little fucky too, because Social Security, for example, you know, a lot of the people that are retiring, especially during the baby boom era, all those guys are all retiring now for a while, and it'll be continuing, and that's not good for their economy. Because the thing is this, think about it, right? It's very simple. It's all really simple math, but no matter what you watch for news, everybody's so busy with their lives that they only have time to be zombified. They don't have time to think for themselves, because none of the shit really makes any sense at all. Whether Democrat, Republican, self-reliant, whatever, none of it happens the way they talk about it happening. The only reality you get, they call it conspiracy theories. If you so in other words, you call reality the conspiracy, and you call the conspiracy the reality. It's backwards. But all my family and friends who are all retired now over the last 10, 15 years, all the baby boomers, if they didn't die of something already, then they're dying of something now very quickly. Cancers, diabetes, obesities, all different kinds of shit. I mean, Crohn's disease, a lot of hospital visits, a lot of different types of cancers, ovarian cancer, skin cancers, prostate cancer, you name it. So, I mean, they got us. The food, the medical industry, they totally fucked us. And we fucked ourselves because we were not paying attention all along. We all wanted to go along with the bullshit, and it seems like everybody's still continuing to just want to go along with the bullshit and pretend that it's all real, you know. Let them set your reality for you. 7.8 billion, maybe in different countries, doing things a little bit differently in each country, but pretty much all the same, really. The imagery is banging in here. I don't have a filter on, because I was not planning on aiming at the clouds today. Anyway, all the other videos that are on this phone right now are all of the guys that I'm following. So what else? So yeah, I can only put up a couple more videos, and then I gotta get rid of this phone, because this phone also is being tracked by the internet. So my locations of where I'm doing the videos is tracked, and then when I shut the camera down and I bring it somewhere to upload it, I'm using a family member or a friend's internet to upload it, so they're tracking me back to that address. So the only way I can really do this is I have to get off the internet altogether. I've got some ideas. I don't know if they're going to work or not. I'm going to try it, but I know someone that has a brand new VHS machine recorder. And when I used to do investigation work, I used to use that fucking thing, and it's huge and it's obvious, and it's not something that you can use to do like what I'm doing now. What I'm doing now, following these guys, it's a tiny little camera, and I got the cameras. I got camera stands that are camouflaged. So some look like a branch, some look like a rock, some look like a tree, and I can put them anywhere the fuck I want. And other things as well too. Sometimes I put it in a box of trash and just put, because if there's a lot of trash on the side of the road, I'll just put the camera in the box, cut a little hole in it. No one's the wiser, so that I can keep an eye on these guys. But I'm pretty much done with that now. I know who they all are, and I'm just waiting on them to try to get me on whatever the hell they're going to try to get me on. But if they've been tracking me for 5 years, they obviously having a hard time getting anything on me. So I don't know. And it's been at least 5 years that they've been tracking me. More and more so lately. I would say more. It's picked up a lot more now since I finished the last series. What was my last series? I did Candace Owens series. Oh, the Jordan Peterson series. So yeah, since the Jordan Peterson series, I was going to start on another series to Clayton Morris. I was going to start that series, but I can't because, it's useless. They're going to fuck me. And they do this to everybody. And you got to remember, I'm a nobody. I'm not fucking on Fox News. I'm not somebody with, 8 million viewers or anything like that. I wanted to go after Chris Hedges. I wanted to go after him too and do a series to him, even more so than Clayton Morris. But I figured I just would mark all those other videos Clayton Morris and then maybe throw another 50 more on the series, and then I was going to go over and do Chris Hedges because he might get it. He might understand what it is I'm showing you. He might get it. He's a pretty smart guy, and he seems to know his shit a lot more than anybody else. So maybe if he's shown the system and it's shown to him, maybe he can get his head around it, where everybody else obviously is not able to get their head around what I'm showing them because it's been 5 fucking years and I'm getting nowhere. I've gotten nowhere with it all. All I'm doing is attracting attention to myself as whatever, some kind of political warrior or some kind of shit. And I don't talk violent about nothing. I don't talk crazy about nothing. I make sure the tone of my voice is always pretty decent so they can't pull shit like that. All that kind of stuff. I'm pretty careful about what I say, and I still get my videos deleted. I still get copyright strikes. I still get all kinds of other shit that happens. And then now this. So if they're following me this fucking hard, it's pretty bad. I mean, everywhere I go, everywhere I go now, there's, at least 1 or 2 of them that I can identify. And then at the end of the day, I'll be thinking, wait a minute, when I went by that place, did I see that fucking car in the parking lot? And then I always wish and regret and say, damn, I wish I would have went over there and took left over there and went and looked a little harder because I could have swore I saw that same vehicle before, that kind of thing. So, you start seeing the same vehicle all the time and they don't belong anywhere in the neighborhoods that you're in. You can start to put it together. But then once you start letting them follow you right in front of your own cameras, it's even easier because now you can confirm it. You can say, okay, come on. I mean, guy's going up and down streets and around cul-de-sacs. He lives 3 towns, 4 towns over, so I don't want to say too much about it, but yeah, it sucks. So anyway, so my computer's all done, my phones are all done. I'm gonna finish up with what I got left to do, and then I got to get away from all my normal routines. I can't do any of my normal routines. I've already got another place to stay. That's not a problem. I got that set up. But again, I don't want to use their internet, and I don't even want to use their landline phone line or nothing like that because I don't want to get them. They'll start tracking their house as well. So There's no sense in doing all that. So I don't know. I don't know when I'll be back. I said on the Michael Oziak channel that I'll be back in February, but after Black Island. But the Black Island thing was a bust too because I was, I could go back out there, but again, I don't want to attract trouble to my friends' places either. So whatever they're gonna pull, I don't want them doing some big fucking bust on my friends and family. And I know you're gonna say we live in America, they can't do that. You're full of shit. Anybody saying that, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Yeah, we live in the United States, but it's not the freedom-loving fucking country that you made it out to be. You all lying to yourselves. Let's see what I got left for time.